you said you had to let go somebody like higher in management, and not more so about letting go, but what they said to you was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, if I was a millionaire, if I had to manage this multi-million-dollar company, I would have never let my hand go.
Yeah.
Let my hand off of it.
Yeah.
Where are you at now? Are you back hands-on?
Oh, I'm back. I'm back in it every day. I am back in my business every day. And this is probably the hardest season that I've ever had in business. Because I don't know if you know, but I had 3 kids back to back. So I had a baby in 21, a baby in 22, and a baby in 23. Then I got married. Okay. And then I'm opening all these stores.
Congratulations too.
Thank you. So I stepped outside of the day-to-day of the business. So I was doing the interviews, doing all these things, like high-level conversations having.
In the face.
I was being the face of the brand, which most founders do, right? But what happened is there were obviously people in position. So I stepped away from the business, and the day-to-day decision-making of the business, I did not make, right? So I came back fully in my company in January. So I'm coming back to decisions that somebody else made. You understand what I'm saying? So like systems, procedures, software, all of the things is new. I'm like a new hire in my own business. So I've been having to navigate through being a new hire in the company that I created. Right? Then I also have to navigate to these new employees that I don't know. I don't know these people. So I'm coming back. They got to get to know me. I got to get to know them. The culture is different because my energy ain't been in it. I'm being honest with you, right? So now that I'm back in the business, it's like I feel like I'm getting hazed all over again, but it's a good haze because no better feeling in the world than to know that like I'm back in my business. I feel like 2018, like that hunger is back. Now it's hard. I'm not even gonna lie to you because running a company from 2018 to 2020 when we only had 3 stores versus all the stores that I have now and all the notoriety is different. So I can't just make a decision, okay, I feel like doing this and then blah, blah, blah. I can't do that no more. I got to go through a board. Like there has to be decision making. There's protocol. It's no longer just Pinky's decision. And then to be honest, sometimes that takes the fun out of it. You know what I'm saying? So when the person said that to me, if I were you, I would have never taken my hand off the wheel. It probably was the most expensive lesson that I've ever had to learn in my life. And the reason why it was expensive is because I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing as a founder, put somebody in position who was qualified to do it, right? Put somebody in position to be able to run a company so I can go off and do other things. But you still got to keep your eyes on it because nobody is going to love your baby like you love your baby, no matter what. Nobody is going to treat it like yours. Even if they try hard, it's still yours. It's almost like a baby that come out of your womb. You're going to treat it differently. Even if somebody love it till they blue in the face, it's yours. And because it's yours, there's a certain level of affinity that you're going to have for that thing. And you just got to be mindful of when you make that exit out of that business and who you position in that business to be able to do what is required to keep it successful.
Yo, I'm trying so hard to keep this on you, but I can relate so much.
Yeah.
And like I don't even want to talk about myself, but it's just...
Tell me, I'm here.
It's like, I see you as, like, you really inspire me, right?
Thank you.
And it's just crazy because I don't need inspiration. I'm just being real. Like, nothing. I don't need it. You feel me? I don't need motivation. I wake up, look in the mirror, that's enough motivation. But you're like, I'm like, bro, damn, she did that too. Now, I'm telling y'all, I've been telling y'all. But anyway, I say to say, what you just explained is kind of like, for me, it's like that person looking on the other side thinking the grass is greener, right? Because I'm tired of being a hustler. Like you said, like, I don't want to work hard. Like, people be like, yo, Jay, man, he's one of the hardest working people. I don't want that compliment no more. Keep it.
Yes.
I don't want it. Like, no, I want to work smart.
Burnout.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's hard to work smart when you ain't got, whatever. So I say that to say, in my mind, I'm like, man, one of my goals is to be able to take my hands off the business. And I'm listening to one of the most successful entrepreneurs that I've been able to talk to. And you're like, man, when he told me that, it was a wake-up call. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm looking for the day I could take my hands off. And you like, that was one of the biggest mistakes I made.
Yeah. And I think that it's still a good idea to do it. I probably just did it too early.
Okay.
It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? It's all about timing.
Okay.
Everything, the success of your business is about timing. Your notoriety, your influence is about God first in timing.
Okay.
Right? So if I could turn back the hands of time, I probably would have still done it, but the timing would have been different. I would have put proper protocols and procedures in place. I would have put more people in position, and I would have still stayed involved by being involved on certain calls, making sure that I'm active in certain areas. I'm not saying that you got to be in it 1,000%, but I needed this to learn because Slutty Vegan is not my first and last business. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be 10 other businesses that I'm going to create, but Slutty Vegan was the Harvard of the entrepreneurship journey that I'm on, right? And in that curriculum, I learned about equity. I didn't even know about equity when I started studying equity and safe notes and making sure that your paperwork is right and getting proper attorneys and your trademarks and making sure that you have proper board calls and recording them. Like, all of the things that I learned in this business is going to make me a billionaire in the next. So Slutty Vegan was the vessel that opens up the door to do those things, but I needed to learn it here. I needed to go to this. I've been in school for 6 years. I'm metaphorically speaking, but I needed to go through those things because now I can teach other people. Because I'm from Baltimore like you. They didn't teach me this. I literally had to learn by falling on my face every single time. Nobody teaches you about money. I raised $25 million. Nobody teaches you about money, making sure that you get financial advice. Nobody teaches you that. I'm doing all of this on my own. But guess what? The next couple of businesses that I create, multi-billion-dollar businesses, because I got the expertise in Slutty Vegan, and I wouldn't change that for the world. I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful at something that I created that is going to make history, that has already made history. And just to be at the driver's seat on every single level of the business has just been such a beautiful feeling. And one day this story is going to be told in the history book.
Yo, God is so good, man. I'm listening to you, and I'm just like in awe because I literally just made a post on Instagram saying, like, some compliments just make me tick a little bit. It's still good, but like, people always be like, yo, Jay, like, you need to do a mentorship. Like, you really know this podcast stuff. You really know equipment. And like, or somebody asked me some help and I'll send it to them. They be like, bro, you really like a dictionary when it come to this. And in my mind, I'm like, man, I wish y'all prayed me for the hard work it took to get here.
Yeah.
I say that because, like, all of this stuff come from experience. They ain't teach me. I had to literally lose out on interviews, big interviews that I thought at one time because I forgot to get 2 different videos or 2 different, it was things I learned. All of this, you see where I am now because of the failure that I had to go through.
Yes.
It wasn't school. You know how much money I done spent and wasted, and I ain't gonna say wasted, looking back on it, but how much money I spent that I ain't need to spend just to learn about the right equipment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, y'all have no idea. So when you said it, it's like, hit a nerve.
But I wouldn't trade it for the world.
For the world.
And some days are harder than others. I'm not even gonna lie. Because you gotta imagine, I'm a public figure now. So I'm a public figure back in my business, running it day to day. So my employees don't know if they want an autograph or if they scared to talk. Like, you know, it's different, but I'm navigating it. You know what I'm saying? And heavy is the head.
Come on.
You understand what I'm saying?
So much is given.
Like, man, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. And I know that I'm going to continue to be the voice of entrepreneurship, transparent entrepreneurship, because people be out here lying.